Good morning. I hope to find well and you are all keeping yourself safe and enjoying learning from home. So, today's topic is entitled Calculator Methods. Here's the calculator which I would expect when I come back to school, maybe September, maybe June, to have, because this calculator will take you up to GCSEs and even up to A-level. It is a very good calculator. It's called Class Quiz or Class Whiz. Okay, so first of all, please can you copy the title and the date. Right. First question says, is a calculator to work out? So first of all, copy the question down in a box. 4.65 times 13.8. So you type 4.65 times 13.8 and you press equals. When you do that and when you're using a Class Whiz or a Casio calculator, you get the answer 6417 over 100. However, if you look at the question, it's given as decimals. So now, yes, you can divide by 100 and you get 6.417. However, you can easily do that in the calculator by pressing the SD button, which is, and that will give you 64.17. That is the answer. So, if a calculator gives the answer as a fraction, use the SD button to convert the answer to a decimal. Next question. The calculator work out 6.95 plus 13.07 . Before you use a calculator, make sure that the calculator screen is blank by pressing the on button on the top right of the screen. So 6.95 plus 13.07 plus 23.4, take away 17.2. And again, the calculator will give you, if you're using the calculator, it will give you answer as a fraction. And the answer as a fraction is 13,1311 over 50, which again, you can convert the decimal by pressing the SD button. And the final answer should be 26.22. Okay. And the sequencing of what you type in is given below the screen. Now, the next question involves multiplication. 23.45 times 108.6. Again, before you type in the calculator, make sure that the screen is blank by pressing the on button on the top right. And then that one will give you an answer straight away as a decimal. And the answer is 2,546.67. Okay. Next one involves brackets. So use brackets to make sure you do the operations in the correct order. On the calculator, you also see brackets. So open bracket, 9.46 plus 1.85, close bracket, times, open bracket, 3.42, take away 1.52, close bracket, and you get 21.489. Okay, is the answer. Okay. And again, how to use the bracket calculator is shown on the screen. Now, next one. This one involves a fraction. And there are so many ways of how you can work out this one. So, I would love you guys to listen very carefully. So it is 5.9 minus 4.5 over 13.5. On your calculator, below the option button, you can see a fraction. Okay, so use that fraction button to do that calculation. So what you do is, as usual, press the on button, press the fraction button, now you type in 5.9, take away 4.5. Move the cursor, the downward arrow in the middle of the calculator to go to the denominator and type in 13.5. And then you press equals. You get your answer as a fraction, which is 14 over 135. Now, to change that number into a decimal, you press the SD button and you get a long answer, 0.1 or 37 or 37037. Now, sometimes in the exam, they may ask you to write the full calculator display. And that is the full calculator display. Or sometimes in the exam, they may ask you to round your answer, say, to 3 decimal places. So the third decimal place is 3. So you put a line for deciding between 3 and 7. And the rule for rounding is, if the number to your right is 5 or more, you round up. So my final answer becomes 0.104 to 3 decimal place. Okay, that's one way of doing it. And another way of doing it is shown on this slide, which means you rewrite it as open bracket 5.9 minus 4.5 close bracket divided by 13.5, and you get the same answer. And again, that answer is rounded to 3 decimal places. That is 2 ways of working out this question. Now, let's move on. This one involves many operations. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my fraction button. So I press my fraction button on my calculator. Then in the numerator, open the bracket, 3.8, take away 2.4, close the bracket, and then I press the squared button, which is x to the power 2, and then I move my cursor to the denominator using the middle, and then I press the square root function, square root, then I type in 7.8. Then I move the cursor to the right until it's in the middle. And then I press equal sign. And that will give me a calculator display of 0.701792576. 6. And I'll run my answer to 3 decimal places. I'll put my line for deciding between 1 and 7. Final answer is 0.702. Okay, now you may pause the video and try it yourself and see if you get the same answer. Okay, another way of doing it is also shown on the screen. Remember, the line separating the two sums is the division line. So you can just say open bracket 3.8 take away 2.4 close bracket power 2 divided by square root of 7.8, and you get that answer straight away. And your other answer, you get 0.702. Now, the last one is a real word problem. How many pens costing 48p each can be bought for £17.50? I want you to try this one on your own. Let me pause the video. And remember, you want to use a calculator. And when you're ready, you play the video. So the answer is, first of all, you convert 48p into pounds. You divide by 100. That's 0.48. So we are saying how many lots of 48 goes into 17.5. So you divide 17.5 by 0.48. Remember, use a calculator and you get 36.4583. And then you truncate your answer. So the final answer is just 36 pence. Because is how many pence we can have a fraction of a pen. Okay, now it's time for you to do some work on your own. Okay, on my maths, I've set tasks using a calculator, and there are 2 tasks. I would advise you to do the lesson first before you do the tasks, and the links are shown on the PowerPoint. And that is the end of the lesson. Have a lovely day.